Hey everybody, Scott here. I just wanted to do another one of these car talk videos real quick. This one's going to be a shorter one. I just wanted to quickly talk about a statement I made in the last video talking about Paradox Junction and how I loved the map and how I didn't like Alpha Omega. So real quick, I just wanted to lay out why I like Paradox Junction. Personally, I just find the map very atmospherically appealing. Specifically the nuked version of Paradox Junction. The desolate wasteland with the mushroom cloud in the background, with zombies wandering the desert with wisps of tornado fire, and you feel alone. I'm a solo player, so I'm all alone, and you're just in this town that's just destroyed. It's post-apocalyptic. It, very Shattered Earth storyline vibe to it. Feels kind of like the Black Ops 2 map that did the same thing. Awesome. Love it. Probably my favorite way to have Nuketown served to me. Then the time traveling aspect of it, it's not like the time travel, like the back in time version of the Nuketown is very interesting atmospherically. It's the same thing we've gotten over and over again over the years. However, the way that it incorporates itself into the gameplay with the Blundergat and the Easter egg just works really well, in my opinion. It makes the map interesting and fun. And on top of that, I'm a really big fan of the Wonder Weapon and how it requires more skill out of you to use. I like those interactive Wonder Weapons that require you to do more than just shoot a black hole in the ground and watch the zombies get sucked in. For example, with this Wonder Weapon, you have to train the zombies in a way to where they are lined up one after another, and then you have to charge it all the way up and blast it the second that the charge is fully complete, so that you can get the most out of the Wonder Weapon. Alright, then there comes the story. I find the story very interesting. I'm not a big lore guy, so I don't really know all the ins and outs of the story, but what I do know is that what I've seen from doing the Easter egg, I was very invested in. I like the idea of bringing in these twins. There's a lot of mystery around them, at least for me, having not watched any lore videos or anything, or found all of the the radios. But there's a very big mystery aspect to where did they come from? Are they actually twins, or is one just from the nuked version and one from the non-nuked version, and they're actually just the same person, etc., etc. I found it very interesting. Probably the most interested I've been in the story since probably Mauer to Toten, I'd say. Alright, so that is why I like Paradox Junction, and I genuinely enjoy playing the map, and I genuinely enjoy the Easter egg. Why do I not like Alpha Omega? Well, it's pretty simple. It's pretty much all those things I just mentioned, but they're the opposite. The atmosphere is uninteresting and boring. It is literally just straight up Black Ops 1 Nuketown with a couple extra military vehicles and a opened up area, and then the bunker. Not super interesting in my opinion. Not very visually appealing. And then on top of that, the gameplay kind of sucks. It's BO4 system, which BO4 system works really well on some maps and not so well on other maps. This is one where I just find it uninteresting to play and not captivating, along with the Pack-a-Punch quest just sucking, and the fact that it turns off. You have to sit there turning these freaking valves. It's just not fun, and it's not cool. Not that the Pack-a-Punch quest on Paradox Junction was interesting or cool, but it was rather just not annoying, if that makes sense. And then also with Alpha Omega, I just, they're both using, both versions I'm talking about right now are both using reused Wonder Weapons, and I just don't think that they really hit home with the ray gun upgrades. Just not visually appealing to me, and not interesting, not necessarily fun to use. I didn't like them on Shattered Veil either. I don't think they're the same upgrades, but I didn't like the idea of it on Shattered Veil, and I didn't find it fun or interesting on that map either. And then the story implications are cool, don't get me wrong. The whole thing with, Purnell and breaking the crystal in half, creating the two groups, the Pentagon Thief story being kind of rounded out, and him interrogating the Pentagon Thief. I mean, rounded out, he gets teleported away, I don't know where it went, but regardless. And then, Broken Arrow, you got a little bit more about, I think it's Rustman that they expand on that map too, if I'm correct. Point is that the story doesn't really tie in with the map very well, in my opinion. It's a nice lore dump, but it's not like it necessarily builds the character of the map any. So, with all that being said, I don't really find Alpha Omega very interesting. I don't find an appeal to play it, and when I do play it, I feel like I'm kind of just, oh, here we go again. Time to get that. Time to do this. Oh, there goes the Pack-a-Punch again. Oh, I don't feel any, like, inkling or itch to go back and play that map. Whereas Paradox Junction, I find very fun and entertaining and unique for what it is. So yeah, with all that being said, Paradox Junction definitely was just an asset flip because they didn't have enough time to make a fully fledged map for that section of the DLC season that needed to fill. And it would have been a lot cooler if it was a Nuke to New York map and not the Nuke to Nuketown. With all that being said, that's my opinion on the maps. Let me know in the comments what you guys think and if you agree or if you disagree, and I will see you all next time.